Now that the world is being expanded upon slightly, the kids in the village are keeping safe for the time being. People's deaths have been averted, ever so slightly. Everything is looking good, as long as you completely ignore the encroaching army. How will they get out of this one? Starting off once again, just a calm evening in the forest. And is he going to be able to live up to his brother's reputation? Even with the being a complete outcast, being accused of murdering his father and trying to usurp power. Who? Ah. You see, Hugo's been a bit of a problem, isn't he? After the teacher forcibly withdrew his skills and abilities, how was he able to regain everything so quickly? I think one of the other little side stories I want to see fleshed out slightly is, well, body brain. I remember there being several parts of the novel that I read which haven't happened. Either haven't happened yet, or it's just been removed. But my memory is so hazy, I can't remember what that would be. So they were doing well out there as adventurers. It would be nice to get on with a few of the classmates. He's had titles placed on him rather than obtaining anything through his own strength. I think by now you would have realised the elves aren't going to welcome you with open arms. Oh, so it's a full sphere. I did wonder if it would be able to, get past it just by digging a hole. Is it going to reflect the damage back or just like destroy his weapon or something? Oh, it would be nice to get some new weapons and whatnot from monster drops. Instead of just eating all of the spoils like the spider's been doing. I mean, there are teleport points in, and then starve them out. But they've got fields and stuff. So no one is safe. Your hubris is going to get your species killed. And thinking they are better than those after them. What is up with his face? Now, prejudice is strong amongst the elves, we already knew this. But do you think they should be focusing their energy on making sure the actual barrier is upheld and they're safe? Yeah, it's making it more difficult for wanting to protect them, I guess. I thought they'd be pleased of not having to lead them around. Especially. If they're all going to be fighting together, why keep secrets like that? Now that it's open and out there, it's good, but at the same point, what do you have to gain from saying all this? Ah, getting some exposition of actual world building now, of why things are going on. The elves actively working against the administrators. That's nice to see. But no wonder why the other ones are kind of working with Hugo then. How have you obtained this information? Ah. Ah. Why? Well, obviously not being able to. Maybe she's not heard of this story of the administrators wanting to kill them for their skills, but maybe that could also just be a fable, not reality. We've seen that one administrator just is watching the spider because it's something to do. And if there is a way inside that they're going to use which is nothing to do with the teleport circle, all of this preparation. It would be good if someone amongst you could appraise people and see if they've been brainwashed. a two-pronged attack. And Hugo is already a bit of an issue. So your fancy new sword, how are you feeling about it now? However, their forces. You don't want to see your old friends now on opposing sides and threatening your life. But this world is a harsh one. You can't rule it out. People have changed. Ah. Poor guy is being bad-mouthed. What have you spotted? Oh, okay. This is... There is two sides to this. There's the protecting of the elf forest, and also protecting your lives. I think the reincarnations in your classmates probably weigh a bit heavier than the elves, unfortunately. You have to think about priorities. I wonder why he was given the title of hero. Why is it so zoomed in on his face? Some nice morale boosting music to go along with the scene as well. And when his smirk is removed, it's best to be prepared. That didn't take long, did it? Sashiburi. I wonder who that could be. That's a difficult question to answer. Oh, it's not so difficult then. What were you doing here? Having a ninja with that kind of attitude. Good combination. It's always fun characters. He could have just been here to talk. Why are you here? Did no one actually ask? Ah. Are they just... Yeah, let's just watch it. I mean, they couldn't analyze the sword and see what it could have done, but after you've just had someone infiltrate. At least they kept to their duty of guarding, although they were just standing around while there was a ninja infiltrating them. Oh. The barrier itself is being enveloped. It's like watching a couple of units from like Total War games where it's the same model, copy and pasted, just with like a different helmet. I'm sure they will. Actually, no. I was going to say, I'm sure they wouldn't have just rushed in here without an idea of how to defeat the elves, but at the same point, they probably see a lot of their forces as just expendable. It's like Overlord all over again. Sometimes you have to make hard decisions. And not being able to see her own fate. Nice of you to slide in. Okay. Let's have a fair fight. Did he ditch his horse inside inside the tornado? Not the same loser, but still a loser. Nice shot. We're getting the classic bad guy explaining how they got here moment, are we? Heretics. So he's gotten one of the two of the sins. The sins seem somewhat. Why would you charge? Why would the administrators put such dangerously overpowered skills in this world? Just for anyone to obtain. Do you really want to know the answer to that one? Is there limits to it? Like, it can only be accessed once a week? But apparently not, because we just saw him use it again. Oh. Did he make her do that, or was she actually doing it? Now, sit there and think about what you've done. That's... One way to defeat him. I thought you weren't going to interfere. So the one advantage she had just now. That was actually a good reflection to see. I think it gave away a bit much, but... That's some helmet. And should they come across anyone actually truly overpowered... So they are being forced to fight amongst themselves at the whims of these administrators. It would be quite easy for anyone with a bit of knowledge and planning to get hold of any of these reincarnations who start off life with a bit more up their sleeve than a normal person, and mould them into a terror like Sophia or Hugo. I would like to at least travel a little bit into some of the other story here, but there was a lot that needed to be covered in this one. Someone else? Ah, nice horns. But with Hugo's fate currently unchanged, is the student roster unreliable, or is he actually going to be taken down by either Shun or his own teammates? If they all, the holy people, follow the word and voice of God, but this voice is the only just telling them, level up, how do they actually gain any sort of guidance on what they're supposed to do from that? And is it just everyone that goes against you is a heretic and you're using the voice of God as a kind of gateway just to be allowed to attack them? Religion. But with everyone having their own unique little set of skills, as well as everything else that they've picked up, what more are we going to see? And presumably Shun's little sister is still under the influence there, so is she going to be brought out as a trump card? Things are looking dangerous, big battle going on, multiple copy and paste soldiers. But still, are the administrators themselves going to make an appearance? That might be fun. I'm going to look out for the next one. If you enjoyed this, let me know. But if you want to do me a favour and hopefully not stab me in the back at the end of it, consider subscribing to the channel. But really, you may want to get yourself a bit of rest. Might be a long day. See you in the next one. My patrons are the barrier that keeps my channel safe and secure from the outside world. If you would like to help defend me from all forms of attack, then consider joining on to my Patreon as well. Because in the face of any encroaching army, I need people like Sal, Raywin, Electricant, Arthea, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Dinsfire, Big Boy, Mats, Rasmus Paulson, Gurley, Denmark 1997, ASD, Darkshadow 7899, and everyone else. I can't say we'll be safe in the future, but it's better to be together, right?